Makoto. Dude. Alright.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
What? Other way around? Other way around. I keep on doing that.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die. And that is.
And that's all it takes. What was so strange about Celeste's
Yoink.
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die.
Just... No, it's wrong.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
What about it?
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It was clearly staged. There might not have even been anyone in the costume
some
yet.
kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
And how do you know
In
that?
other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
I guess you are the one who took that picture,
If
so never
everything
mind.
I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Like I said, he's just giving him a hug.
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
That's just what you want us to think. It was a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away. Been drinking.
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Okay.
Is it?
explain
I
to
don't
us
think it's
why it's
ridiculous
not
at all.
possible.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Alright, bring it.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
We've been over this, Celeste. That's the only way the person would be able to stand.
You dressed me up in that suit, then you just draped it. You tried to make me look.
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, if the person there's no way they could...
No, that's wrong.
Also jams.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Oh. A characteristic, you say?
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake.
Yeah, I'm
I
thinking
think
that
the
was on
suit was
purpose.
designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well
Yes?
then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Okay.
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Oh, she be losing it. Phoenix Wright freakout time, it's exactly what I was thinking.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
Man, that voice.
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
God, I love Hiro. He's so
He
good.
did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
For cereal? No.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient
That's
explanation?
Dan from Game Grumps. Yeah,
No.
especially with the hair.
There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than
Except
normal.
Dan is, like, much smarter.
But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say?
Holy crap,
To
it's
think
not her
you
real
take your
name?
false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Making sense is overrated in this series. I mean, it's not, but it is.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Don't I?
that's the only truth there is! Moron!
I mean, one of the characters is just named Leon, yes, but like,
Hifumi was trying to...
He wanted us to know the killer. If there's one
these are all like,
How many times?
Celeste is the only one, the only name here
You have
that
no way to contradict
isn't even remotely Japanese sounding. Like, even Leon has,
That's
like,
it.
the last name
The
Kuwata.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
I can't really see
Monokuma told us all about
Leon
it
being a
before.
Japanese name, but, like, I don't know.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy.
I don't know. I
refuse to cooperate.
definitely made notice of that when I first saw
Can you
this
please
game.
just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning.
Oh, it's comic
and
book
shed light on
time.
all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Thank you, Soul. Glug. Yes, that's clearly what it was. Ball. Is it seriously just... I'll come back to that one. Leon killed them with his baseball! Oh, whoops. Wrong victim. Wrong victim. Here we are. Tis the hero. Alright, then they stuffed him inside a robot costume. Then took a picture. And then, holy crap, it's slightly after 6 o'clock. Also Super Saiyan Taka. Ah! What do you mean? What? It's right here! Celeste shook hands with potato chips. Yes, yes. Whoa, hold on. Hold the... Why did these all say Justice Hummer? Was that Justice Hummer too? Because, like, he, like, pretended to be assaulted. Or, I guess it was just the camera? In which case... It was potato chips! No. Now I'm slightly confused. Okay, that was Justice Hummer too. Who used the frickin' dolly and tarp? And then this was Justice Hammer 5, which was unlabeled, because of course it was. But we all know the truth. It was Justice Hammer 5. Justice Hummer 5. Wait, no, that's wrong. This was Justice Hummer 3. No, he's wrong! And, yeah, then there's this. Is it just potato chips? Because that would be entertaining. I don't freaking know. It was probably intimidation. Because, like, it's Hifumi.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Oh.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was
Persuaded him with
able to execute a number
porn.
of otherwise impossible schemes.
Specifically 2D porn, though.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met
God.
with was Hiro.
Creepy
The
ghost
murderous
Hifumi.
duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
Yep.
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
Injustice Hummer.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder.
Taka
The
does
murder
not
weapon
deserve
was
this.
Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room.
Hashtag justice for Hummer.
The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the
You know what, I really want to
to
do a raid tonight, just so I can use that as the raid
The
message.
second fake incident
Hashtag
was the
justice for
attack in the
Hummer.
library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3
And danced
and
with it.
turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Rub rub.
He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We
Wait,
left
wait,
the
wait.
nurse's office, and Hifumi
Shuffle,
once again
shuffle,
took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
And also he started steaming somehow.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Gone.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Now kiss.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Complete!
I lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Diego?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
How often does that happen? Ah! 100 medals even. Nice.